What's up guys, my name is Joe, and in today's video I have three boxes right here in front of me. An iPhone X, an iPhone XS, and an iPhone XR. Now we're gonna see what the difference is just between the boxes and what there is inside. I have another video with all iPhone boxes. It was very popular, so I thought I'd do a follow-up on that video. If you're interested, then check the link up here. Anyway, these are the two new phones, this year and last year's iPhone X. There are subtle differences between the boxes, and I see some marketing being done in some of these, so let's get going. First, I'm gonna explore the iPhone XS and X box, and then I'm gonna go over to the XR. So I'll just put this in the background over here, and we're gonna focus on these two boxes. So if we look at the boxes, they look very similar at first glance. You have the iPhone, you see the screen of the phone. There's not much happening there. On the right side, you have iPhone. On the back, you have the description. Now, this is from the UK. This is from Austria. That's why there might be difference in the amount of text actually being on there. Both of them are 64 gigabytes. Then you have iPhone on the left side, and again, the front is just the phone from the top down view. Now, if we look at the thickness of the box, you can see that this is a lot bigger, and the reason is that this is a UK version, so their charger is a lot bigger. Now, if I look at the iPhone XR, you can see that it's actually it's the same size. I just packed my phone a little bit, and there's too much stuff because I repacked it over here now. So this is actually the same size, these two boxes, but this is bigger, and that's only because of the UK charger. Now, if we look at the side, you can actually, well, you can't really see from this angle, but you can feel that the phone itself, it comes out from the box, and you can feel the whole thing actually being just, you know, like if it was actually pushing out from there. It's very subtle, it's very small detail. Maybe from up close you can see just a tiny bit over there. Anyway, yeah, that goes back there. So the difference between the iPhone X and XS box is that last year, 2017, Apple did a whole new phone, a whole new design, and they wanted to show everything off from that design. So they came out with Face ID, and they wanted to show that this phone has Face ID. So it's very prominent over here, while on this side, you can't see it. Absolutely, you can't see it. And that is, I think, because of marketing, because the notch is not a very good solution. No one really likes it. And they chose this wallpaper in the case of the XS because it totally hides the Face ID. As you can see, it doesn't over here. Now, in terms of size, they are actually the same height and width over here. You can see the buttons, but now over here, this was a little bit more shinier, or presented itself a little bit more shinier than on the XS. You can also see the little bands that the stainless steel antenna has around. Now, you know that the iPhone XS has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bands, while the iPhone X only had 1, 2, 3, and 4. Also very noticeable that on this case, you can see the time, the date, you can see Wi-Fi, battery, you can see a lot of information. So this actually represents what the iPhone looks like when it's working. You see the two buttons over here? These were all new. This whole design was new last year. You didn't have the flashlight, the camera icon over here, so they wanted to implement this on the box so people would recognize it immediately and would see the phone as it is working. Now, this year, they chose this wallpaper. For one, it's the iPhone XS has an OLED screen, so it hides the notch perfectly because the screen is so dark, so black, that you can't really see anything. And with this design, they managed to actually, you know, take that out of the picture. Also, you don't see the time, you don't see the flashlight, you don't see the camera on here. They just wanted to focus on the phone itself, on the screen itself. It's 100% just marketing. They didn't want any distractions on the screen. They didn't want to show you how it works. So they just implemented something that looks very, very cool, and they took everything away. Now, you have the Apple logos obviously on the top and the bottom. On the back side, the thing is that the iPhone 10 came with an iPhone 10, earpods with lightning connector, lightning to headphone jack adapter, lightning to USB cable, and USB power adapter. So let's open this baby. If we open it, over here you can see that here is the paperwork. You had a hello document, you had the SIM ejector tool, some legal work, and Apple stickers. That's one, and it came in this little packet. This was new, I think, in 2017. Then you have the phone. This is actually a brand new phone over here. I still have the plastic on it. Now, it came with a headphone jack, but this headphone jack, or headphones, actually had a lightning to headphone jack adapter over here. So that's how they presented it. They were still doing this from the iPhone 7. They removed the headphone jack on the bottom, so that was very useful. And here we have the power adapter, the power adapter, which is the UK version. And see how much bigger it is? That's why they needed this much, because it actually takes up a lot of space in the box. And then you have the lightning cable, and that's it. These are the things that were in this box. And I'll just keep the front over here, because now we go over and I'll examine the iPhone XS and XR. Now the XS Max is presented the same way. Three colors. One color is black, there's white or space gray, and white, I think, or silver, and then you have the gold. And each of them has a different style of wallpaper. Now the black one comes with this greenish bubble. Now over here I have the iPhone XR product red. Already you can see that the product red, the iPhone text on the side is not black, it's red. I don't know if they do this with all the phones, the XRs, which come in different colors, actually 6 colors, which are white, black, red, yellow, blue, and coral. I don't know if they match that, but you can see that the Apple logo is matched with the red color as well. So it's very on brand with that. So over here you can see basically two differences. The number one is that you can see that obviously it's a bigger phone, so you need a bigger box in terms of height. Now they chose the same expression with the XR as with the XS, that they just want to focus on the screen. They don't want any distractions with the time, the date, the buttons, and the icons, so they went with this wallpaper. Now this is a unique wallpaper to the red iPhone 10. Well, actually you can use it on other phones, but it comes with this background, the blue one comes with the blue, etc. And over here, since the XR is the cheaper version of this year's models, they wanted to show that this actually does have a Face ID. Now, as you can see, you can't see over here, they put a red background over here. They could have just kept the bubble red, but they choose to put a red background over here so that they can emphasize that this model has a Face ID in it. Now, you can see that the iPhone XS has 6 bands, as I said a minute ago. This one, the iPhone XR, has only 4 bands, and you can see those over here. Now, because this screen is an LCD screen, it doesn't hide the Face ID as well as an OLED screen. That's why they didn't even bother to put a black screen over here. Now, in terms of, specifications and everything, they're almost the same. So if I open these two boxes right now, let me just put this back over here. Now, obviously, product red. So here are the little packets. You can see even the packets are bigger because it's in a bigger box. The product red comes with a documentation that is saying that it's a product red. In partnership with Red, Apple will contribute portion of your iPhone purchase to the global fund to support HIV/AIDS programs and help deliver an AIDS-free generation. So you get this little paper with it, then you have your hello, and then you have your SIM ejector tool and the stickers, while on the iPhone XS is the same as in the previous year, except this is from Austria, so you get a lot more. You get one in German. I think this is in German too. You get 2 German ones. Or you get, I think it's one is a Scandinavian one. I don't know which country. The other one is German one. Then you have a French one. Then you have the SIM ejector tool, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of legal work, and then you have the Apple stickers. It's a lot of paper for actually nothing. No one reads this. And then you have the phones. So I have an iPhone XS over here. It's my iPhone XS. Actually, I use this every day. And over here you have, let me just bump this out. You have the 10R, which is a gorgeous red 10R. I just got this today. It's beautiful. Now you can see that if I just close these notifications, you can see over here I set up their wallpapers that they are. On the XS you can't see Face ID. Only when it's in like very bright light you can see it's there, but you know, when you're looking at it normally, you would never notice that there's a Face ID, except now in the camera it's blinking, but with your eyes you can't see it. So that's how it looks. The bezels actually look a lot bigger on the 10R. I don't know, they might be just a slightly bigger, not so much. So optically it looks bigger because there might be a different color, so that's one of the reasons why that might be. Now, so this is the 2 products that come in the phone, or the 2 phones that come in the box. And then, since on here you have the little plastic, and then you have the contents of these. So you have the European versions of the power bricks, then you have the headphones. Now these headphones don't come with an adapter because, well, you know, Apple decided not to give us an adapter anymore. We don't need it. So that's that. And then on the bottom over there you have the lightning cable, and that's what is inside the box. This is what the differences are between the boxes and the phones. So here you have 3 boxes. Now you can see actually the size of these 10S and 10 in terms of height, the same height. Let me just put this over here. 10R, since it's a bigger phone, it needs a bigger box. In terms of size this way, since it's a UK version, it's a lot bigger, but the Austrian version and the Hungarian version, which are basically European versions, come in the same size. So guys, this was my iPhone X, XS, and XR box review. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to see more Apple products' boxes being showed very up close and explained, then hit me down in the comments below. Let me know. I'll do box videos if you want that. Thank you very much. Don't forget to stay safe until my next video, and hang loose.